What's up everyone, how you all doing? BlueNerd here and welcome back my friends to our Minecraft Medieval Docks Harbour. I sure hope you guys are having an awesome day. Now guys, we recently hit 4,000 subscribers on the channel, which is absolutely mind-blowing guys. It's a huge milestone for me and one I certainly didn't expect to reach this quickly. So guys, thank you so much for all the support. It truly means the world to me and I cannot thank you guys enough for all of the kind comments and all of your likes and everything you guys have been doing on the videos. So thank you guys so much. Now today what I thought I'd do is just a small video to say thank you to you guys. We'll do a short world tour of the medieval docks so you guys can get a closer look at some of the builds if you haven't already built them in your world. And I'm also going to do a world download, so if you want to download this world so that you can take a closer look at some of the builds and go through the world and whatever else, then you can go ahead and do that. So, with that being said guys, let's start right at the beginning, which was the docks. So we started off by building up the docks over here. And this docks has expanded a little bit over this way. Also guys, before we get started as well, let me just say that don't worry, this series isn't going nowhere. I've got plenty more plans to do building in this world, so just because I've got the world download doesn't mean I'm finished with it, because I am a far away from finished. I've got so many plans for this, so be sure to stay tuned for those. Anyway, yeah, so we started with the docks and we've got a nice little dock here. I mean, it's fairly simple. It's not nothing too crazy. The design is fairly simple and kind of easy to repeat. You know, it's a repetitive pattern, but I like this design. You know, it's simple, but sometimes simple works best. And yeah, it's turned out really nice. Now, I've added a few little benches and a few little some street lamps just here around the edge of the docks. I think they really do kind of just add a little bit of detail. We've also got some more up here on the landing as well. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. I did go ahead and change the textures up a while ago. I think I told you when I switched from my texture pack to Germsy Boy's texture pack, it didn't look right. So I had to change up some of the textures in the ground. So some of the textures are different to what the ground was originally, but yeah, I think it looks really cool. Now heading on over to here, this was the second thing we done, which was the little warehouse storage area, which I still want to expand on, and I've still got a plan around this side for some more storage area and a crane. I want to put a big crane here, and then we're going to have a big dock over this side in the water here, where we're going to have like some big ships and at the dock and drop their harbour and stuff like that. Drop their harbour, drop all of their goods and stuff like that. So we got a little house over here, which is nothing too big, nothing too crazy. I thought this would work well as kind of like where maybe the guy who runs the dock would live. You know, this would be like his house, or maybe even like a dock office house. Something we still need to come back and do the interiors. So I've got lots of plans for the interiors, which are going to be coming soon as well. But yeah, it's looking nice. We've got a few little things dotted around on the docks, some melons, a few crates and stuff like that. We made this little warehouse here. This one's open. You can see some of the stuff that's being stored in here with some melons, some pumpkins, and some crates and stuff like that. Okay, now from this build here, we done this one. I think we then went up here, and we worked on, I think it was it the tavern or was it this library up here? I think it was actually the library. So this is going to be a library. I've not done the interior on it yet, but we've got a little library area here, which I think looks pretty cool. We've got a nice little stairway and just a nice little bit of walkway coming around the edge here. And overall, I really like this build. I did originally put oak wood for the roof. But I decided to go ahead and put some prismarine in there just to add in a bit more of the prismarine, because we've done a build over here with prismarine, which I absolutely love. So I wanted to get a little bit more of that in here. And yeah, I think it looks really good on this build. I think it works really well. Then from this build here, we went over to this one, which was the inn, which you guys went crazy about. There's so many people have been sending me comments in for this one. So yeah, you guys really enjoyed this build. I've got a few more builds in a very similar style to this that are going to be coming soon as well. And I really like the way this one turned out. I like the fact that we've got like some main roofs and stuff, and we've got a lot of these little roofs that are sticking out from each one. Like we've got the little protruding roof down here. If we come around to the side here, we've got this nice little roof that sticks out on the side here for this piece. I think it looks really cool. We've got a little garden around the back here, which I think is really nice as well. I like the way this has turned out. I think we need to include some more vines up the back here, make it a bit more green to get in a bit more colour. But overall, I think it's really nice. I did add the addition from 1.14 and put in a couple of little chimneys around the back here. With 1.14 and those new campfires, it's impossible to resist putting in a little chimney here and there. So that was definitely something I had to go ahead and include. Then down here we got a little storage area at the back here. Looks like the door has disappeared for some reason. But yeah, we've got a little storage area and a little kind of exit at the back here. So yeah, it looks really cool. And again, we've got another little protruding part of the roof here, which I really like. So this is all of the inn. As we come around here, you can see we've got a few vines around the front here just to add a bit of colour, which really does help the build. I think these vines really do bring some builds to life. Then I think the next one we actually done was the bakery over here. And again, guys, I've still got to do the interiors, which I will be coming back to as soon as I can. I've got so many plans and ideas. Getting around to the interiors is just a little bit difficult. But yeah, this build is really nice. Now, in my texture pack, I originally built this with jungle wood. However, in Germsy Boy's texture pack, the jungle wood is green and didn't look very nice in this area. So I went ahead and I changed the walls out for some terracotta, and it seems to have done the job. I think it looks so much nicer like this. And again, we got a little chimney on the top as well. But yeah, I really love this little kind of like a little hut look for this little shelter at the front here, and I really like it on front of these builds. You know, it kind of has that medieval slash country kind of feel to it, and I think it's just really nice. If we come down towards the back at the side here, we've got a little balcony that overhangs, and we've got a stairway that comes up to the first floor, so we could have a little apartment at the top and a bakery downstairs, which I think is really cool. Then from this build, I think we went on to the one next to it, which was this one, and we done, this is going to be, I think, like a little candle shop. So it's going to be a candle shop slash little house, so it's got apartments upstairs. So if we come around to this side here, we do have a little stairway that comes up, and we've got some little apartment that's going to be upstairs. At the back of here, I did keep this plain, and the reason I kept this plain is because we're going to be building more against this build, so I didn't want anything to be on that side. But yeah, this one, I really enjoyed this build, and I like the way this one has this little kind of porch area down the bottom here. I think it just works really well, and overall it just looks really nice. I think I'm really happy with this one. And again, we went ahead and used some bricks on this roof to incorporate some of the same colours around. As you can see, I'm kind of making a lot of the roofs very similar colours. So we got the brick, we got the spruce, we got the prismarine. I couldn't get the name of it, the dark prismarine. And we have a little bit of acacia over there, but yeah, the acacia is a one-off roof over there at the moment. So I don't know if I'm going to include more acacia wood roofs or if I'm going to change that roof at some point. I don't know. But for the moment, it looks pretty good. So yeah, now, so once we done that one over there, we actually also expanded this little walkway at the top here, which I didn't show you guys. But I expanded a little walkway at the back of the library up here. And I like this walkway, it's really cool. We're going to have it come all the way around and round here, and I'm not sure where it's going to go just yet. And then we're going to have a couple of houses up here. We are going to have a walkway, like a little street that comes down this pathway here, and then it's going to join up around to this part here. And then I think we might have it just come around the lighthouse. So I'm going to put some pathway around here. I don't know if I'm going to keep it the brick. I might actually wall this off and actually just have a pathway that looks like stone, cobblestone, stone and stone bricks. I think that's going to be the pathway that's going to come up here. But yeah, that's looking all really good. Then we decided to move over this way and do a little bit of work on this corner. And that's when we done this house with the acacia roof. Which, again guys, it's a fairly simple design house, but it just fits really nicely in this little harbour area. I'm really happy with the way it looks. And yeah, it's just nice. I wanted to add a house with a little bit more of a different coloured roof to it, something with a bit more brighter colour. That's why I went with the acacia. And yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with the way it's turned out. We've got a nice little stairway here, which is one thing that I really like about this build, is the way the stair comes up and it curves around and then back up to the little landing here. I really like that. Just a nice sort of cute little kind of walkway there. So yeah, that was about it for this house. This house, there wasn't too much to this, and I still haven't done the interior inside here either. But overall, guys, I do like this house. This is a very nice little house, and it does have an upstairs and a downstairs because we have a door down the bottom here. Then I done this one, which is very similar to the build that I have in my survival world, and I absolutely love this little build. This fits nicely. It fits really nicely into this area, but it's actually, you could use this in a little kind of quiet town, like a little small town, you know, because it's got that kind of rustic, medieval kind of feel to it, if that makes sense. But yeah, I really like the way this one turned out, guys. I do like the shape of the build and just the way it is. We've got a little door downstairs for an apartment over here. We've got a door upstairs for an apartment. And I think we've got a stairway around the back here, we do, which is also going to lead to another apartment as well, which I think is really cool. Yeah, and then we came to this house, which is absolutely one of my favourite builds, guys. I don't know what it is about the colours. There's something about the colours here that I absolutely love. I think it just fits in so nice. So we went with the cobblestone at the bottom with this. We've used the oak log pillars. We used terracotta, just plain terracotta as the walls, and the dark prismarine for the roof. And something about that dark prismarine and terracotta there, the colours just blend amazingly well. Two colours I would never have thought would have blended, but somehow they just really, really work. We've got a nice little porch area down here, which is going to lead up to into a door into the shop. So there's going to be a little shop downstairs, maybe. And then we've got the little upstairs up here, which is going to be part of where the owners live. But yeah, this build has turned out really, really nice. And something about these colours here that just, I don't know, they work so much nicer than I ever expected. So I'm really happy with this build. I did post this one on Reddit and people absolutely went crazy. I had so many upvotes on Reddit over this post. People really just went crazy over it. They really liked it, which is absolutely incredible. Then I think that was the last build we done before we done the lighthouse, which, guys, I was so over the moon with the shape of this build. I was a bit nervous about doing the lighthouse. I weren't too sure if we could make it look nice, and I wanted to do something different because, you know, lighthouses can be pretty plain and boring, just a tower with a light on it. So I thought, you know, I'm going to put a house against it because it's going to just make it have a little bit more kind of, make it a bit more useful, give it a little bit more personality and a little bit more sort of character. And I think it worked. I really loved the way this design looks with the little house down the front here. And the little porchway. I mean, the house alone looks really nice. Then we got this double chimney that is kind of makes the build very symmetrical. And then we got this tower up here, which I absolutely love the roof on the tower of this. And we got our nice lighthouse at the top using our redstone lamps. The tower comes down, and I decided to make a kind of a mix of stone here to make it look like almost like a bit of a kind of castle-y sort of feel to it, if you like, but not quite a castle effect completely. So yeah, I think it turned out really good, and I like the use of this little balcony down here. I like having a little balcony here. I think it's really, really cool. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Now guys, if it looks a bit framey in the videos, I'm not sure what it is. There's, for some reason, in 1.14.2 there seems to be a huge lag problem. I don't know what's going on or why we're getting frames like this. But yeah, it seems to be very strange. I don't get it in 1.14, and I haven't had it at all in the 1.14.3 pre-release. The pre-release is really good, actually. I ran it. The only thing is I can't run the shaders. But these frames happen even if I turn the shaders off. So it's not the shaders causing this. It is just the Minecraft game in general. I don't know if it's something to do with the texture pack. It could be something to do with the overlays. I am using overlays, and I know that there's a bit of a problem with the Optifine at the moment. So that is very possible the cause, I'm not sure. But hopefully it'll be fixed in the next version of Optifine anyway, and hopefully the new pre-releases as well of 1.14.3 should hopefully fix everything. Anyway guys, that is about it for all of the builds. As you can see, it's not huge, there's not loads, but I do have a lot of plans for the area. So I thought maybe before we finish up, maybe let's just talk about some of the plans that I've got for this area. So first of all, you guys already know down here I want to expand a very large dock down here. I want to put in some ships. I will be doing some tutorials for some boats and ships and stuff soon. I just got to work on the designs a little bit. My boat design skills ain't as good as my house design skills at the moment. Because I have done very few, well, I say very few guys. I've actually only built 1 or 2 boats. I've not really built many. So yeah, I've still got to perfect my skills with those. But yeah, we should have some tutorials for them very soon. We're going to have a nice big crane here as well, and then fill up this part of the dock here with a load of materials that are going to be unloaded off of ships and stuff. So we'll make this area really sort of come to life. Then over here, we're going to have some more houses around here. I want to compact this into like a small little street area. So as we come down onto the ground here, you know, I want to have houses down the sides here. There's going to be a couple of houses here. Houses around this side here as well. But then what I want to do is I want to start being able to creep up. So I want it to, you know, I want the town to start going upwards. So the idea is to start creating a bit of a hill. So you'll start walking up here like this. And then we're going to start having houses. So we're going to have houses at the sides of the little slope here. We'll have houses or like shops and stuff as well, not just houses. But yeah, I want to create a really sort of nice atmosphere as we're heading up here. It's going to just keep heading up. You know, we're going to make a little bit of a hill around here with builds on. And even like these little gaps over here is going to come into like the same sort of thing. It's going to slope up into town and stuff. So it should look pretty good. It should look really nice. There's a lot of work to be done here, and it's going to take a long time before we get around to all of the builds and stuff like that. But it should be good. Then there's a few other things I want to do. I want to build I think it's known as a dry dock. So it's like a dock where they build boats. And I think over here would be a really good slot for it, just in here somewhere. So I want to build a big boat building area down here. I want to build a prison as well, and I'm not sure where to put the prison. I'm debating whether to turn this rock over here to like get rid of the rock and make a big prison on a little island there. I think that might be a cool idea. Other than that, the prison could be built into one of these mountains at the back here. I don't really know where to put it just yet, but I definitely want to build a prison. I've got some really cool ideas for it. At the moment, this mountain over here on the water is kind of taking my fancy for where to place it. I'm also going to be extending all of the docks across, guys. So we're going to be extending all the way across the front of the water here. So there should be loads more docks coming up and a lot of things on them and stuff like that. So it should look really cool once we get done. Now, other than that, guys, I mean, I've got loads of plans for houses and builds and shops like that. But yeah, I'm not too sure what else is going to go into the area just yet. But when it comes down to houses and stuff like that, I've got tons and tons and tons of ideas. But if there's anything that you guys would like to see me build in this area, please be sure to let me know in the comments. If you have any feedback on the area or suggestions in general on things to change or things that we should do, please also let me know. But yeah, guys, I think that is about it for the tour for now. Hopefully, we will do another tour again once we get the area built up a little bit more. Maybe in another 10 episodes or so, we'll do another tour of the area and just see how everything all turns out and how it's all shaping up and looking. Anyway, guys, once again, I would like to say thank you for all the support on the channel. You guys really, I cannot thank you enough for all the support. You actually are mind blown me that I've reached 4,000 subscribers already. This channel has only been about for about 7, maybe 8 months now. It's not been very long. So 4,000 subscribers in that amount of time is very short, and a lot more support on the channel than I was expecting to get. So from the bottom of my heart, guys, thank you so much for the support. If you want to check out the download, please remember the link is in the description for that. And if you want to download Germsy Boys texture pack that we're using, there is also a link in the description for that as well. But other than that, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up there. So once again, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to smash that like button. And if you're new to the channel, then please consider subscribing. Just don't forget to hit that bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. But for now, this is BlueNerd signing out, and I will hopefully catch you guys in the next one.